And also in the, did you do it in the visitor center too?
Alright.
The door.
Yeah, that one, it wasn't closed off.
Look at the door.
Up and inside and everything out there. And then there's
Hello, fellow children. How are we all? Here we are driving around the streets of Cayucos, and in addition to giving you an idea what the town is like, I'll tell you what we're doing. I'm looking for a place to fly the quad, the Phantom 4, and if you'll recall, or if we've been in touch about 6 years ago, maybe 7 years now, and I discovered the easily availability of quadcopters, and especially one thinking that they can carry cameras. My first thought was, boy, when the authorities see this, they're not going to allow it. I mean, the potential for ill use is really high. And I recognized that right away, being, a semi-criminal myself. So here it is, several years later, and sure enough, boy, they put the clamps on quads and on flying cameras. So it's made me paranoid. All the incidents I read about in the forums on flying quads and taking aerial videos are kind of scary and really discouraging, and has made me so paranoid that I'm afraid to fly anywhere where somebody's going to see me. So I can't let that stop me, of course. So what I've done is started going around finding places to launch my quadcopter where it will be unseen, and get it high enough to where it will be unheard of, and do my photographing and bring it back to myself in the same discreet manner. So here, we've been to Cayucos a number of times, and I kind of figure the safest place to launch from without arousing anybody's ire would be the parking lot behind the VFW club down by the beach, down by the pier. So I'm taking you through the town first, and I will end up at the pier and in the parking lot. Whereas my plan is to put the Phantom behind the car, park down at the end, put the Phantom where people won't see it if they're coming and going to their cars. And when the coast is clear, I'm going to launch it straight up into the air and get it up to a couple of 100 feet. And with the surf pounding there and traffic sounds and stuff, if nobody's actually noticed it going up, and who looks up, why, then I'll fly my circuit around and bring it back and bring it in from the same way. So hopefully that's the plan. First, I want to drive around and make sure there aren't any police cars around, or fish and wildlife people along the coast there are really on the lookout for people who are flying over their plovers, and they don't want to scare the plovers out of their breeding grounds, because I guess plovers are a threatened species, and they may well be. I know I've never seen one, not of the type they're talking about. Anyway, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to drive around town and slip into the parking lot, and hopefully what you'll see next will be the results of my skullduggery and a pretty good view of Cayucos, and one of the reasons we enjoy going there, that it is a great place and a fun town, and by and large I probably wouldn't get in trouble if I went out and launched it off the end of the pier. And I've seen people flying quadcopters in the evening from the beach, but that's been a couple of years and my paranoia just gets the best of me. So I'm going to use this method, and probably will more than once, but that'll give you an idea of what is going on, and I'll talk to you again later. This is the first time I've used a method of laying a soundtrack over the videos, and so I'm also curious to see how that's going to work out, and you can let me know. Comment at the bottom and give a thumbs up if you like it. Thanks a lot. Bye. So here we are at the Cayucos Pier out in the VFW parking lot. So now we're down here, and I'm going to try and surreptitiously get into the air and get a picture of the pier and back home without any bad incidents. Let's see what happens.